Ladies and gentlemen, this is the one and only Member Zone.
And this is your boy Breaking News.
And this is So Soft With It Podcast.
So glad that I'm old fashioned now. Deep everything people doing.
What's up, YouTube? And welcome back to the So Soft With It Podcast, episode number 26. And if you can hear the sound of my voice, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to South With It ENT. And if you want to catch us each and every week, be sure to hit that bell so you get a notification each time we go up.
For sure. Also, make sure you like and follow our page on Facebook. That's at South With It Entertainment and Productions. And also make sure you follow our page on Instagram. That's at South With It.
Yes, sir. And man, once again, we got the fellas in the building. Fellas,
Yes,
y'all want to introduce yourselves?
Hey, it's Big Z, Ken Z. How y'all doing, man? I'm from Mobile, Alabama. You know, your top-notch lyricist, bruh. You can catch me outside. You can catch me on Facebook at Cameron Petaway, Cameron with a K. You can catch me on Instagram at Cameron D Lyricist. That's what I do. That's who I am on your IG. What's good?
Okay,
then.
Like you said, catch them outside.
Catch me outside.
All right, who else we got over here?
Someone who's always been outside, you dig?
Talk that shit.
Y'all already know who it is. It's Crimson King, a.k.a. Mr. Hank Hill, Mr. About His Franks and Dollar Bills, a.k.a. Mr. PBE Himothy, hear me? Y'all know I'm from Fairhope because I am that Fairhope GOAT. If you looking for me on IG, you can find me at Crimson with a K, Crimson King, __. You know, let's get to it, man.
Crimson King. Okay. Fairhope Mobile. So, y'all fellas had a rap battle once upon a time.
We did.
Once upon a time.
Did.
That's a fairy tale once upon a time.
That happened about a little over a year ago. Or just
Yeah,
had a year ago.
that
Dang,
shit-
it was about that long?
Yeah, it shook the city,
Yeah.
pissed a couple people off too at the same time, but yeah, we created a buzz.
Yeah. Hey,
All
I
good
liked
stuff,
it.
all good
I was there.
Word?
Yeah, we both
I
was
was there.
Oh
yeah, I remember.
Had
I
to be.
remember.
Yeah, it was something different. It was good to start something like that in the city. You know, you see all that stuff on social media, so to be able to bring something like that to your own
Yeah,
city, man,
man.
and to be the first ones,
Mm,
far as I've seen.
Well,
Yeah.
hold on. Let me give you a history on background on something with that. Like the RS League was around like 10 years ago. Like, and they did have a battle league. DJ No Sweat had started it when he saw Boss, who he battled yesterday.
Okay.
Boss, like, and RIP Eric Davis. They had a battle so big that it created a movement that he wanted to, that the DJ wanted to get behind, and created the RS League. Now it did numbers. They had a lot of people coming out to their shows, like See Now, Mr. Big were coming out judging it. Illa Brown, all of them. Like, but after a while, for reasons that are unknown to some people, not to me, but I ain't gonna speak on it right now. It like stopped. Like the scene,
slowed down.
the scene just stopped. Well, for about, I'd say about 7-8 years. So that's why a lot of this new generation that's coming up, they don't know a lot about the history.
But that's a big reason why I jumped in with Crim on something like this, because guys our age really didn't have a chance to have that 8 or 9 years ago, you know. But all good things come to an end, and all the guys who were big around that time or still are influentials. You know?
Yeah, the RS League created some legends, man. You had
Spitters League, bro.
Boss, the one he just battled yesterday, was like the GOAT. Like that was like the Tay Rock Murder Mook of the RS League.
Okay.
Like they had people like Prime, Eric Davis, Charlie Lucky,
Conzi,
yeah, bro, SB, like
Inkwell.
shoot, before Young Block was a producer, he was battling on that league.
Yeah.
Like they had a lot of people, bro. Like they had a movement.
Okay.
My whole point of making that event, why I started that event, and like I said, you can't make that kind of event without the right partner. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I had a lot of faith in him.
Takes two
That-
to tango, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
real
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
Who's tango?
Most definitely.
But
most definitely.
my whole thing with that was to not only build and make it beneficial for me, but beneficial for him, beneficial for everybody that was in that building that paid a ticket, that got to network with some major labels that were in the building. because I had people from Empire and Universal in the building from my connections that I built for the last couple years. And I also wanted to rejuvenate that style that hasn't been seen in a while in Mobile, and hopefully it would pick it back up.
Okay.
And it made a lot of noise. So I'm very proud of the body of work I did with that and what we did with that.
Phenomenal show. How'd y'all feel about it? How'd y'all feel about that show?
Yeah, it was definitely entertaining. I can say
Yeah.
that. And, you know, it was bars for sure.
Yeah.
All in the room.
Yeah. It was definitely something like I said, it was something different. It was nice for me to see something like that in person. So to be able to be there and to be like in the room to witness like something like that, it was very nice. Like I like how the creativity came within the two. Y'all both had like people who kind of interact within the battle and things like that. So
Man, dude. So
That-
man, it's so crazy how many, like, if you really go back in like battle rap Mobile at all, it's so crazy how many stories pop up just from everybody's perspective, right? So like with our battle especially, like T-Man and Tyler was one of his props.
Yeah.
And,
I remember that.
like-
I remember that.
and like, bro, that's one of my favorite moments. Snap catching him is one of my favorite moments. Me talking to Pluto after, you know, like, there's certain personalities that were in there that you have to pay to see.
My favorite, most iconic thing, because I wanted to do something that had never been done in battle rap history. Nobody ever used their son as a prop.
Yeah.
They child as a prop.
Everybody who he used, I like rock with heavy. Like I rock with Snap heavy, I rock with Tyler heavy, I rock with Lando super heavy. But like everyone that he brought, it was like it was so many stories being told at one time. You can tell that he's, you know, a network of people, and you can tell like certain people who would never have stood next to each other. You know what I'm saying? Like you got people like Spank Lee, FBJ in the same room.
T-Man let they had every
T-Man Let in the same.
Bianca
Clark.
all
in
the
same
DJs.
room with my grandparents. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
And just
women-
organic fans that have never ever seen battle rap or even know what the heck's going on, for us to pack out 200 plus for just him and me. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, we had a couple, like 2 or 3 performances outside of that, but like outside of that, it was just like the thing that we did that was crazy was how we marketed the event, like how we marketed it leading up to it. That's what another thing I'm mostly proud of.
Yeah.
Because, like, for instance, ever since then, and this is why I say I was trying to do something that I was trying to give it a look in Mobile that it really hadn't. It's had, but it ain't had. Like, there was things that were missing.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Those
And
big
like, for instance, ever since I started the Dang Gun Face Off at Sturdy Podcast, now that's where everybody wants to hold their face offs at. We started that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just little things about presentation and marketing and treating it just as much of a business as far as also making it make sense to the consumer as well. So that way they want to pay to come back. Hell, they might pay double the price. They see something like that again.
Yeah.
And
That's what I was going for.
This is something Krim stay on, like, heavy. Like, this is something he believes in hardcore, and he knows the ins and outs of it. And like, I went to him like, bro, I'm rapping. I am rapping, sir. I am rapping today. I'm rapping tomorrow. This is what I'm doing. And like, that was my whole agenda. His thing was like, I'm gonna show you what like an artist is, right?
Like,
And at the end of the day,
because I wasn't trying to out rap him. I wasn't trying to out lyrical schmirical, like, because that's
like,
not me.
But
You
that
feel me?
was my whole thing, you know what I'm saying? So you got 2 different classes, 2 different like age groups, 2 different styles of people coming under
Two
like,
different students.
2 different students of the same game, right? Coming under like this umbrella in Mobile, different cities, all of this, and like bringing their own crowds, and like under like mutual friends.
With barely any following at this time.
Barely following, bro. To like
To make that, bro, like that was awesome. Like, bro, like I'm still humbled by that.
yeah, we got big battle culture ever since then. You know, inside the city. I was,
That's definitely history, man. Definitely history. Y'all boys should definitely be proud for something like that.
thank you.
So, well, without further ado, We're going to definitely jump into these first topic. You guys stay tuned. We'll be right back after this. All right, guys, and we are back. And up next, we got topic number 1. So,
Let's do it.
do you feel that we all have been brainwashed?
Ooh.
Do you feel that we all have been brainwashed?
How much time you got? That's
Yeah,
crazy.
that's a good.
We can go deep, but we don't want to take forever.
All right.
Basically, so just-
Okay.
Let me go ahead and say this.
Go ahead.
Like I feel like the more you listen to the news, the more you follow social media, or like for instance, man, if you hang on every word that somebody else tells you without having a thought of your own or building up your own opinion, you're just going off what the next person tells you, which is what 85% of
Yep.
people do. Then yeah, you're I think you make a choice to be brainwashed.
Yeah.
That's a good answer. Because being that you said that, I was literally over here saying, like, it's almost like how they say television, like television program. So it's like, are you going to let the government or society program you, or are you going to program yourself?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can make a choice to sit there and go through, or sit there on social media, or sit there and watch like everything that's on TV or whatever like that, or you can make a change and go out and do something for yourself. You know, you can go out into the world, you know, do something that can, you know, like make you become better or something like that.
But that also comes with wisdom and time and experience.
Yeah,
of,
true.
Of being able to see fake shit around you. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't say that I wasn't brainwashed all the way up till 18 till I really saw the world for myself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and then me going to war and all this other stuff, I saw a lot of things I never thought I'd see.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then when I come back to America and I see the stories they tell, I'm like,
That ain't what happened out there.
nope,
see what I
nope,
saw?
nope. Bush is lying his ass off.
Hey, man.
Listen,
I think it comes down to influence. Like
that's true.
We have like I think a lot of people have a bad relationship with the word manipulation. You know, influence to change things. You know, if I said, like, what do you think when I say ba da ba ba ba? You know, like, yeah. So automatically something comes to mind. You know what I'm saying? So these kind of triggers, you know, like years ago when folks were saying, just walking around saying raindrop, and it was a whole movement. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that kind of automatic what do you have after that?
Drop top.
Yeah, so
yeah.
so you know, like those they're like they're these little earworms, and I think that's a form of brainwashing, that kind of influence, that kind of manipulation.
In a way.
So like if you've seen advertisement, you know, it's like, all right, we study the brain. People like this color, people like these sounds, they like this kind of lighting, you know, and then we're gonna use them to influence. We're gonna use these methods, you know. People like looking fly, people like looking good because it makes them feel a certain way. Like
People are also lazy to do their own research and their own history. They just rather go about their lives doing what they see. Like when it comes, I like what you said when it comes to influence, because people don't want to go back and backtrack and learn their own history.
Yeah.
Like when you grow up, you done seen so much when you walk into churches, white Jesus, bro.
Yeah.
That is not what it said in the Bible. Y'all know damn well that man dark as hell.
look like
Like I'm just being honest. Like, but that's what you were told so much as a kid,
Yeah.
raising up, and this is all you see. Like you ain't gonna know no better.
Yeah.
like it's a
Like just simple things.
a good way to tell if you're brainwashed is to really dive in, and I think kids got a good understanding of this. It's like the best question is why.
Man,
Why?
Look,
And
you just hit it on the head.
You know
I
what I'm
swear, when I
saying?
was a kid, I used to be like, bro, that's like that's a never-ending conversation. Every
'Cause
time
no
somebody
matter
get
what
done
you
talking,
say.
just say why. Yeah, it don't matter
Yeah.
what you say, just say why.
But
Just
if-
say
But when you're
If-
asking why, look who you're asking why to.
to,
The
yeah.
influence of who you're asking, because you're wanting to know why to that person. Like you must hang on that person's word, or you must respect that person's opinion.
enough so to where
He must have enough influence on you to where whatever he says why, whatever his answer to why to, that's what you're running with.
and like why you like what you like, and if you ask why enough times, it starts to expose a lot of things. So like, makes you think we're brainwashed in any way? What you think?
Yeah, most definitely. I feel like in some type of way, I feel like we are all, especially in this digital era, it's a lot of truth coming out in all different forms.
Yeah.
And it starts to make you make you think back to your childhood. Like it's went so far. That's just like with processed foods.
Yeah.
That's just like with candy, stuff like that. Like we were real deal tricked into believing this is really good for
Yeah,
us.
they
This is
tricked
our
me.
body, or this is a nice treat. But we don't really think about what it does to our bodies and all that type of stuff.
Man, they tricked me for years thinking UFOs don't exist. Looking at
Boy.
Yeah, man. It just you start realizing so much, and then it's like nowadays, every time somebody think of something or they question something, they jump right on social media, and it start making thousands of people think.
Yeah.
Like we are definitely in a awakening era, or
folks claiming that they're too woke.
yeah, you got all of that different
Yeah.
type of shit. Like
I do
And
feel
too
like
woke
it'd be
is
like
a kind of mind trickery too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. It's definitely deep, man. Because it's like brainwashery behind the brainwashery.
Yeah.
Sometimes you'll think that you know something, but in reality, it's like completely opposite. And you'll
Or
just
you
never
know something, but you try to spin it to fit your narrative.
Yeah,
that too.
That happens
Man,
a
that
lot.
junk going
That-
so many
But
circles.
listen, that's another thing. I was having this conversation with my wife the other day. Like that's kind of why, like I believe, and I'm a spiritual person. Like I'm a big believer of when I have a talk with you about God or something like that. That's me having church.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
Word.
like,
That's what's up.
but I'd rather do my own research instead of hearing a past, because I've had to leave multiple churches in my past for the simple fact that I know that person and I know that what they're going through, they're going to try to flip a Bible scripture to make it fit,
What
make-
they want.
make them fit their agenda, to make them feel like
Exactly.
they're right for making a decision when they're missing this whole piece of the chapter that says nope.
This that.
You know what I'm saying?
It's
Like,
whatever make them comfortable, that's what they standing on.
yeah.
You don't
So
even read everything else, because I be feeling like a lot of times people don't want to read all of it because they get comfortable in what they
And they-
just read. Like,
You can brainwash yourself, to be honest.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
people will
That
tell a
is,
lie
that
for so
is.
long that they'll end up believing it the dang
sound
self.
like
Yeah.
denial.
For real.
Yeah. But then there's certain classes of thought where that's like healthy. They're like, hey, you gotta be delusional to win in this way. So keep believing what
Yeah,
you
it keep you going. Yeah.
keep you going.
Most
you know
definitely.
What I'm saying?
But then when
Yeah.
people tell me I'm crazy for thinking how I'm thinking, just because you don't understand my train of thought doesn't mean there ain't a method to my madness.
Hey, bro.
Yeah.
Everybody train of thought don't need your ticket on it. You know. what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
bro.
If
we-
God wanted you to see that vision, he would have showed it to you. He didn't show it to you. He showed it to me. But I can only speak from how I'm walking it.
Yeah.
Everybody on their own journey for sure. And
Facts.
Like we gonna all have our own perspectives, and we creating our own lanes, everything. I feel like we just gotta understand each other and just be like, well, best of luck to you. But we in a day and age, everybody got opinions too. So
But see, that's what he was saying about the brainwashing thing. See, with the brainwashing, they try to push you to believe a certain agenda, and they try to force their beliefs on you.
Yeah. That's what they
To,
really
to,
try
to the point to where you're not allowed to have an opinion at this point. Like we living in a sensitive time where you're not they'll cancel culture ass just for having a different thought.
Yeah.
What's a form of brainwashing that you've seen lately?
I could probably say like these AIs maybe.
Say it again.
These
AI.
AIs.
That
Cause it's like it's like the hottest thing on the block.
yeah.
But it's like at the same time, I took a deeper like thinking on. I was just overthinking at the house, and I was just thinking, I was like, what if like these how they be having these AI apps like to get people to do their face scans and stuff like that? What if that's a way for them to clone people?
Hey man. Hey.
Like
Look.
just like off of just AIs, like just
Hey.
thinking like just off of hypothetical. They got all type of technology and
Never
things
thought
like that.
about
So it was just-
Chip inserts.
Cause it's like they getting everybody face scan at this point. You know what I'm saying? We already got face scans to unlock our phones, stuff
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that. So now we got apps, different type of apps.
Your phone wants your thumbprint.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like they getting all type of information from us at this point. So it's like if they got AIs to the point where they could probably order a robot or probably make a robot out of your face just because you done already uploaded your face scan somewhat. Like we done put our faces in 2K
Yep.
before.
Yeah.
Stuff like
Terminator.
that.
Crazy.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, that is
Ha-
something that happened.
Terminator,
That's
yeah.
wild.
So it be, it made me think about stuff like that. I'd be like, dang, like what if that's a way? Like, because then they just dropped this little movie, so that's another reason why it made me think. I'm like, okay, what if AIs?
Oh yeah, I have not, bro. I've been for the last week. I keep telling my wife I want to watch this movie. They clone Tyrone.
Yeah. It's a good watch.
Bro, have
Bro.
you heard that soundtrack?
The time for the movie.
Yeah.
I haven't paid attention to it too much, but it's pretty cool. I know the
Shout
part
out
where
to Uncle CJ on that one, bro. Uncle CJ from here.
Mhm.
That dude is
Y'all gonna make me watch that when I go home. I've
You
been
gotta-
dying to see that for the
Go see
last.
that, bro.
I've been dying to see that for the last week.
yeah, it's a
Eddie
good
did
it's a
his
good
thing
watch.
on that
It's a
one.
good watch.
Eddie did his thing on that one, bro.
All right. So y'all got anything else on that topic?
I think I'm good on that one.
All right. So, and that was topic number 1, man. The question was, do you feel that we all have been brainwashed? Leave all them comments in the comment section down below. And up next, we're going to be jumping into topic number 2. You guys stay tuned. We'll be right back after this. All right, y'all, and we are back. And up next, we got topic number 2 coming up with. Said Cam, right?
Yes, sir.
Want to make sure I got them names right.
Is this one? Oh, yeah, this one.
Slapping the pineapples.
All right. Ooh, what age should we be when leaving the home? When leaving the home with our parents? What age should you be when you leave your parents' house?
But age, I mean, I feel like it's all about not necessarily what age, but where you are, mostly financially and mentally.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't know why this stigma came up, especially in the black home. We push that a lot.
Yeah.
Where you gotta be gone out this house by 18, so it puts you under a certain type of pressure.
Going by 18.
Yeah, like you got to get up out of here when you're 18. I'm like, dang,
I'm glad y'all ain't
that's
asking my
crazy.
wife this on the podcast. She'll say never.
You feel me? That's how it should be. Like you leave when you're ready and when you're able to.
Yeah.
But to be pushed out into the world, I mean,
At the end of the day,
Crazy.
that also kind of falls on the parents and how they raise their son and how they prep their son. Because our job as parents is to, like, he or she's gonna be their own person.
Yeah.
It's how we prep them, how we train them,
yeah,
how we prepare them for the real world.
yeah,
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, and I hate to say this, but their success or whatnot falls back on to the parents of what they do. Now,
Sure
they're
enough.
responsible for their own actions,
For sure.
but at the end of the day, that also falls back on where did we go wrong?
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's one thing. Like, as a parent, you're going to fall a lot. You're not gonna be perfect. You can only do the best that
You could
is
possibly do.
that you could possibly do.
Yeah.
The one thing that I want my child to know is that I love them. I'm always here for them to the best of my ability, and that I'm always going to try to push them and strive them to be better than I ever was.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And like, I'm going to be me at the end of the day. I'm not going to try to be how I was raised, unless I was raised right, but I wasn't. But or there was things I was raised right in certain areas and things I was raised wrong in certain areas, and I'm like, I don't want to make that mistake again. But then sometimes we overcompensate by, well, that was wrong. I don't want to make that mistake my parents did, so therefore I'm trying to overcompensate to the point to where it might
Make
push
it wrong again.
and make
You
it
know what I'm
wrong
saying?
again. Yeah,
Yeah.
like
Overcorrection is a mistake as well, you know what I'm saying? But like when it comes to leaving the house, and that's such a cultural question, if you ask all around the world, there's a different I mean, of course, there's a different answer, there's people
yeah, because there's different situations, whether it's different finance, different ways that the kid was raised, what he grew up in. Like, if you never walked through a person's cinder blocks, how you gonna tell them how to move?
And that's an interesting thing, because like you can have those different cultures go through the same financial structure or the same economy or share the same space, or neighborhood, and then everybody's got a different spin on like, hey, when you got to be out of here, or even if that's a thought, you know what I'm saying? Like there are households where they're like, hey, I think I'm gonna move out, and they be like, why? We all have one mortgage. It's the sweetest deal. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's because that's what it's really all about, man. That's what it should be all about. A family working together in unison, and that's how you make the family grow when you all work together. But just separating everybody, that alone seems like some type of crazy cultural agenda type way to destroy a family.
But in
You
the
know,
same
kicking 'em out of
context, the
there.
environment don't make it no better. There's been environments, certain neighborhoods. Like I'll give you an example. I remember going over to Third Ward, bro, like working out there way back in the day.
Yeah.
And Third Ward was like, bro, I'm talking projects the size of the city of Mobile.
Yeah.
Like where all they had in that area was nothing but a Catholic school, freaking Denny's chicken, and a freaking liquor store, and all you seen, that's all they had. And a project area housing that was the size of damn near Mobile.
Maybe they all been brainwashed.
Like so, like what?
That-
but what I'm
that-
saying, but what
that
I'm saying
regard.
is, what I'm saying is, when you're asking a kid to move out, sometimes you don't have a lot around you, depending on where you live or what your circumstances are. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got a lot of opportunities. Like you got to make some of your own. Like how are you gonna kick a kid out when you're barely able to do with what you have and the surroundings that you have?
True.
You know what I'm saying? Like there's so many different things you could say.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot of different answers on it. Like, cause I'm over here listening to y'all perspectives, and I'm like, yeah, you really can't put an age on it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like kind of like what a lot of y'all said. Like, it's like when the child is ready, or when they kind of got themselves like together to really like move forward on
Live
that
their
level.
own life.
But at the same time, like he also said too, why not have the family stick together? Like they always say, 2 incomes is better than 1. So it's like if you got a family that just grow up, they all get income. That's multiple incomes in one home. Why not the family just all feed in one? You know, y'all can branch off in the land that y'all have. You know, expand the land. You know, find more land or something.
Then when you have your own family, then it's more understandable to branch off, because you've been with the family for so long. Now that you're going in the same steps that your parents went in, so now you're starting your own legacy, like just like what your parents started with yours.
Right.
So yeah, I feel like that's the best time to leave, because I mean when we get grown, we gonna all want privacy.
Yeah.
What's
want our
grown?
own.
Like what's that's all
Like older. Like I say, like older, and when you have a family, and and you ready to get out on your own.
I mean that could be from I know people 15 with that.
And then I know 40 people. I know people at the age of 40 with still a child mentality.
Yeah, so
Like
so grown could be more of a state than an age, I guess.
that's good.
Yeah. Definitely mature, but because even if you have a child, like even if you have a family and you're still living with your family, you still may not be a kind of place like what you said. You still may not be mentally mature enough to still go out there by yourself. It's easy. You don't really need too much thought to procreate.
Yeah, nah.
You feel me? Not at all. But that don't mean you're ready to branch off like that. But it goes back to what we were saying, man. It's just all about when you're ready and when you're prepared.
Yeah.
You know.
If I had to put an age on it, I'd probably say 30.
That's not bad.
Yeah,
Probably
30 ain't a
30.
bad.
30 ain't bad.
Yeah.
Dirty.
It give you time to go through them
30s,
20s, make your L's,
Make
pick
your
yourself
mistakes.
back up, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
About 30.
By the time you get 30, you really like trying to start your business type time. You probably met a nice woman,
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, shit, maturity.
And
yeah,
this generation meeting a nice woman. Oh, that's great.
Well, hey.
it's easy to find a good looking one, but actually,
I got lucky.
nice one.
I'm just saying. I look around. I'm glad I got the wife I got.
Hey, man.
You got lucky or you got what you deserve.
Yeah. Amen. Thank God. I hope he don't humble me and take her away from me.
What's the age you would say, Cram? What number?
An
If you
age?
had to put a number on it,
If I had to put a number on it,
take it to the slides. What?
I'd say about 25.
25.
Put it all on 25. That's cool.
25. Yeah, that's not bad
That ain't
either.
Solid.
bad.
Yeah,
That ain't
Solid.
I
bad.
feel like that's a good the
Like
least.
Yeah, that's a good
You know?
space.
Yeah.
The least you can, the least age, for starters.
You got 2-year-olds.
25 to 30,
I'm
that's
out of
good.
here, bro. As soon as like,
If I ain't done my job to properly raise my child to where he has not been able to become self-sufficient enough by the age of 25, then
We got some more work to do.
yeah.
I mean, to be honest, man, like 25 when you're that young, you know what I'm saying? Like, and experience it. I thought I'd be retired at 25.
So look, I got a question. Not just gonna ask the question straight. It ain't don't think about nothing else but the
Okay.
question. Now, if you heard that somebody was 40 years old and they was staying with their parents, would you think that was an embarrassment?
I wouldn't say
I-
embarrassment. I definitely would have some opinions on it, but
I just said this. I'm never going to judge a man on how he moves if I never walk through his cinder blocks.
Yeah.
I don't know his life story or his situation. Who am I to judge? I got to look in my own mirror and focus on my own household and focus on what I'm doing. Like, who am I? Like, is that something I would want for anybody? Hell no. I want to see people successful. I want to see people being able to live out in the world and make it. Like, man, that's what we supposed to want from each other as human beings.
Right.
not me.
But
I will judge you. I will do it.
yeah, but
will
I mean,
do it.
but-
I am judgmental.
but how you gonna judge a person if you never read their table of content?
I mean,
Yeah.
I got
How
my
you gonna
own-
judge a book by its cover if you never read its table of content? You don't know where that person came from, how it got there, what his situation was
I
like.
probably don't have an accurate judgment, but I have so much time. I have so much energy that I can give out to get the conclusions that I need. If I see that, and like without thought, like just to survive, we have to make judgments, even if you want to call it intuition.
No. What you're saying is judgment calls on what you feel like is good to be around you or your family.
Okay.
But that's different.
Okay.
Like that's a completely different type of judgment.
All right. Well, that's what I'm talking about. Cause I'm a
Yeah.
say it
Like
That's
if
damn
that-
near. That's damn near like intuition.
yeah.
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 But he talking about like as far as the judgment, like
Actually,
judging a book by its cover. Actually, see somebody and you think you know them, but you really don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, that ain't even, bro. Nah, I ain't got time for that kind of barbershop talk. That ain't.
Yeah.
I'm following. So, and that was topic number 2. You want to read that question one more time?
Yeah. I done played with this thing.
the origami.
Rolled it up.
What age should we be when we are leaving the home with our parents?
What age should we be when we leaving the home with our parents? Leave all them comments in the comment section down below. Up next, we're going to be jumping into the scenario question of the day, following into the break. You guys stay tuned. We'll be right back after this. All right, guys, and we are back. And up next, we got the scenario question of the day. So, scenario question. All right. Would you rather all of your text conversations to be leaked or your entire photo gallery on your phone? Would you rather all of your text conversations to be leaked or your entire photo gallery on your phone?
I got.
We're going to leave you guys to think about that. We're going to jump into this break. You guys stay tuned. We'll be right back after this.
This shit cold ice.
Think I might move to Houston, this shit feeling like the bay. Cause I can drop a check and it's gon' clap the same day. I ain't even have a chase, so I'ma fuck with BOA. Niggas start fucking with Truers and they thought they had a play, but it's gon' end though. Always smoking Zom, hanging out, he smoking Endo. Can't tell you where I got it, no, I caught it from my kinfolk. Last man standing, bitches quarter brick of nuts. All I ever had to do was go and press a button. More time for the H-time, I caught a vibe. I'm chillin' and I'm mackin' with a pretty one, it's time.
Check it out, the prince has arrived now. Lift your head, there's no need to bow down. Got some things that's been on my mind. I got plenty of time to let that shit be known. Real ass brother, not too many of us left. Don't need designer on my belt for me to look nice, for me to be here, for me to hit my 2-step. All my niggas falling off, not too many crew left. Telling niggas right, but they decide to go left. Left-handed, but my right hand, man, to knock a nigga smooth out. Matter of fact, pull up at smooth house, pull them trees out. 2 or 3 and then we back out to my boo house. Strip her down and blow her back out.
Welcome back to the So South With It podcast. It's your boy Breaking News.
It's the one and only members only.
And this is the So South With It podcast, episode number 26. And we got the fellas in the building. Y'all want to introduce yourselves again for the fans?
Hey yo, it's Big Z, Ken Z. I go by Cameron Petaway, favorite recording engineer, top-notch lyricist, whatever you want to call it, spoken word,
Sure.
yappa. You can find me outside again. Come outside, bro. There's grass out here for real. It's warm. You can find me on Facebook at Cameron Petaway. You can find me on IG at Cameron_the_lyricist. Talk to me.
Sure.
Man, y'all already know who it is. It's Big Crown, not the little one, you dig? It's Mr. Hank Hill, Mr. Baddest Franks and Dollar Bills in the building. You feel me? We with it with the Soul South with a podcast.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Turned up. You feel me?
All right, and we left off on that scenario question. I'm going to read that question one more time for you. Scenario question was, would you rather all of your text conversations to be leaked or your entire photo gallery on your phone?
That is the easiest question in the world to me. I would rather all my texts get leaked, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Hesitated.
Because I feel like it would turn my wife into a celebrity. Some of the things she be saying on the texts need to get exposed. She be saying some wrong things to me, and the world would not agree to them. I feel like I would have a lot of women on my side if that ever got put out there. I don't care what the rest of my texts go. Those are just business calls. Those I want those texts to get man, I want to link them every freaking time.
Yeah.
Being gonna benefit out there.
Now I might be divorced afterwards, but I'm gonna get something out the deal.
Yeah, big damage control.
Okay. What about you, Carol?
Man, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna take the gallery. Y'all can have the gallery for real.
Yeah.
Like, there's gonna be some stuff in there y'all don't understand. Parts, lighting stuff, sound stuff.
What kind of pictures you be taking, Cam?
Mostly just where I be at and stuff I be finding. I'm a big snooper. I like going walking. Like I don't like
snooper.
thinking. Oh yeah, for sure. I like
going through old ladies' windows and just
Nah, not like that. I'm more like a abandoned building downtown trespass kind of guy.
Trespass.
Yeah, I mean no. I'll go places that I really don't even think to go. Like there's a lot of hidden gems just around the city, and like forget going across the bay or like out of town, bro. I go around, I take pictures, little videos, like every day on my story maybe. Like I bring some of y'all along just for like one part of it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's if I remember to record certain.
It do seem like it is like some hidden gems downtown, because I be seeing like some people, they be taking some pictures and they'll be say that they be downtown in Mobile, and I be like, where?
What?
Like where is that?
Yeah, man.
Like it's a rooftop people been going to, and I be like, okay, where's this rooftop?
I've been inside the temple downtown, and there's some movie stuff in there.
that is a fact. Now they got it up on sale.
They got it up on sale, yeah, but they refurbished it. We did like 3 shows in there, and like, yeah, man, like there's a tunnel that connects the temple to the cathedral in Cathedral Square.
What?
Y'all need hey man, if y'all get that photo gallery, there's some stuff.
Yo, that's
stuff.
hard.
There's some
That's
stuff,
hard.
bro.
I never knew that.
Yeah.
There's some stuff. Now, yeah, man, and just talking to a lot of historians, man. I'm a big like local history buff. So like talking to people, especially when it comes to this music thing, bro. So I have like, and I guess it's kind of a cheat for everybody because I do have some screenshots here and there.
Yeah.
So, you know, you still get best of both worlds, but not every message. And then I get confided in a lot, so like it feels wrong. If you get the picture, then you get, you know, mostly me. If you get the messages, you get everybody. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it just makes sense to me.
I got you. Well, yeah, definitely on my end, it'll probably be, I guess it'll probably be my photo gallery as well. And the reason why I probably go there is because I know in text messages, I know for a fact I've sent, like shit like credit cards and like business info, like stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I know something like that is
It's
definitely
already
like
up.
in a text message versus from a photo, because I delete stuff like that quick.
Yeah.
After I take it, it's gone.
Yeah, I do too. Oh
And-
God, I kind of want to.
And I don't take like,
Already?
I don't do like no like the sexual pictures and all that stuff. I don't do none of that. So
it ain't-
that's what I know. I'm clean on that part
That's why.
too. So
That's why I was good with that. I didn't really care about all that.
yeah. So yeah.
Shit, well, I mean, I'm probably gonna, I'll probably expose my takes because a lot of times I'm taking pictures, and like you said, you gonna, I delete them. I delete a picture if I take some personal information, but if it's in the personal information in my text message, you gonna be swimming for a minute for you. The possibility of running into something that's like swimming in the ocean. You can't see land, and you don't know what direction to go to. So I mean, that's just how much least likely I provide personal information through text message.
Yeah.
So it's just gonna be, cause I be keeping all my messages. I don't even really delete threads for real unless
Okay,
I
so
just
this
don't
is-
talk to you no
So
more.
this is for all you hackers out there. Y'all know which ones to go for.
Well,
But you gonna be swimming for a minute, like I said. But yeah,
you said text.
That takes all.
yeah, I probably admit my text though.
Alright.
I probably, cause my gallery, I got a little bit of everything, and
Okay.
and
So
you
pretty
know,
much they're gonna come after us, not y'all.
it's gonna be a little
Yeah.
grown. It's gonna be probably a little grown up in there. Along with adventurous stuff, whatever. Like my whole life is in there, so it's like, yeah, that's like just bringing a stranger into your photo book or your family photo
Yeah.
book. You don't
That's
know none
crazy.
of these people, so you don't feel comfortable with showing that type of information.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, definitely the text message for me.
Yeah,
Okay,
that and
okay.
folks just don't like to read. They rather look at pictures.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's
Folks
Yeah.
don't like to
Yeah,
read, so therefore,
I'm like, oh, this too much. There's a lot of people that be online, when they come in, and you may elaborate on a topic that we, talking about or debating or arguing about, and a lot of people always be like, oh, that's too much. I hope you don't think I'm gonna read all of that.
Like,
Yeah.
bro.
A lot of people
Yeah.
say that, so yeah.
Bro.
Man, you can have my text messages.
see
for
what
sure.
I'm saying? We on this level. They still got to catch up.
You feel me?
Man, them pictures, man. Hey, I mean, if you ain't got no dirty work in them pictures, man, I'd be like, hey,
Hey.
I don't throw them out there. Hey,
Yeah, pictures worth 1,000 words.
Yeah.
I feel you.
yeah, they gonna find one. They gonna be one good picture. They gonna find. They gonna make a meme out of it.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
yeah. You
I
probably got old pictures in there.
Oh yeah,
stuff like
most
that.
definitely, most definitely.
Personal pictures. You looking crazy. Somebody sent you a picture
Hey,
Yeah.
hey,
of you looking crazy.
hey, but I got a lot of my business stuff is inside of my photo gallery as well. So they gonna know a lot about my business as far as like
Yeah.
breaking news and South with it, all of that. So make sure y'all subscribe. But yeah, so that was scenario question, man. So would you rather have all of your text messages leaked or your entire photo gallery on your phone? You guys leave all them comments in the comment section down below. Up next, we're gonna be jumping into topic number 3. You guys stay tuned. We'll be right back after this. All right, y'all, and we are back. And up next, we got topic number 3 coming up with Crimson King.
What you got, play?
Y'all silly. Should people date in their pay rate?
What?
Man, I'm not trying to Kevin Samuels no chick in this conversation right now. Like,
Are you a high value man or not?
that's where I feel like this convo is about to go to.
So how you feel about it, Crimson?
How I feel about it?
Yeah.
I feel like depending on where you and your partner are trying to go at in life, like, or where y'all are at in life, like, that's a toughie. Hold on, man. Y'all might have to turn it over on this one. Give me a second to think, because I don't want to say the wrong thing. This is a
Okay,
very sensitive
so-
topic.
Should people date in their pay rate?
I would say this, and I'm gonna keep it at this, right? Date right above, within, or right below your tax bracket. I wouldn't say jump any more than that. And if you are, make sure that make sure you have your things in order. You know what I'm saying? Date, sure. Date, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like so the question is, should you date within your tax bracket,
Your pay rate.
Oh,
your pay rate?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
It could be the same thing, tax bracket, pay rate.
Yeah.
If my pay rate is $10 and her pay rate is 15, I mean, if her pay rate 10, I mean, I don't know. I guess to me it's more of like trust your judgment on it. Like, if it's somebody that you genuinely like, somebody that like that kind of brings a connection or something like that. If it's going the right way, I say go for it. I mean, as far as like going for a person that's out of your tax bracket, I mean, it's just like you kind of gotta look at all perspectives on it. It's like, okay, if you know for a fact she's in a higher tax bracket than you in a lower tax bracket, it's gonna come to situations where you're probably gonna wanna pay for something, or she's probably gonna want something you're probably not gonna be able to afford it. So it's like, okay, how are you gonna handle a situation like that? Are you gonna be embarrassed in a situation like that? Is she gonna make you feel embarrassed in a situation like that? Is that something that you're gonna be able to handle? You know what I mean? So,
or if you're in a situation like that,
or if you're in a situation
you
like
don't
that,
have like someone who has gift receiving or gift giving,
right?
love language.
So
that
sometimes
might not even be no pressure.
you feel me? So sometimes that could even not even be a conversation. It could just be like, the person could just like you, even though you just so happen to make lower than them. You know what I mean? So as far as like a choice wise, like should a person date in a pay rate? I guess I would say no. I guess I would say no. I guess it just all depends. Like I said, it just all depends on the connection. It just all depends on, I guess, how it goes between the two people.
Yeah, I don't think it actually matters at all. It is definitely all about the connection, and if you two are on that same level, especially maturity wise, you would automatically know, well, this don't matter. And if I'm considerate enough, it don't really matter which one of us are, how much one of us are making the most or not. Because at the end of the day, we bound to look out for each other in every single type of way. Anyway,
This is a partnership.
We're gonna take it into
or
consideration.
it builds into a partnership.
We're gonna take each other in consideration. So yeah, man, I don't think it matters, but I guess they've made it to where it gets a little dicey to where you dating a woman that say you making 10 and she probably making 30. You feel me? 35.
Yeah.
And you making 10.
Mm-hmm.
So hell, what if, let's look at it like with celebrities. Some celebrity women are dating, regular guys who it really depends on how much money he's making, but majority of society are not really at a high pay rate. For real.
Yeah.
So a lot of times celebrity gonna be making way more. So as a man, how would it affect you, dating a celebrity woman and you just your regular self living around?
Because, and now that I had time to because I, with this subject, like for instance, I'll even compare it with my marriage, and even though it shouldn't, because we're talking about dating, but in the same context, when you're building with a partner, like y'all are giving each other equal. Like, say she ain't making as much as you're making, but she's still cleaning the house. She's still freaking taking care of the kids. She's adding value to the partnership. Like, money is not the only thing that defines you as a partner on building. Now, like I said, we're talking about dating.
Yeah.
Like, the relationship ain't really started because you're dating to see if you can build that relationship with that person, if that person is worth your time to build something with.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
you want to talk about like an hourly rate, or you want to talk about yearly salary?
I mean, it all equals up to the same thing.
Okay, word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but there's so many things that go into a relationship that build into something much deeper than that build that connection.
True.
Whether it's the money you make, the attraction, the connection, and what do you value? What are your values? Do you want the same things out of life? What are your beliefs on certain topics? Like any of those things, like, you know what I'm saying? What work are you willing to put in? What are you going to give me the same energy I give you?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You show me that. You show me that, I can struggle with you just as much as I can build an empire with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, do we have that chemistry to even move together, like to even build together? You know what I mean? Like in unity, So definitely that. Anybody else got anything else on that topic? We want to read that question one more time for?
Yeah. What should people date? Should people date and they pay rate?
should people date in a pay rate? Leave all them comments in the comment section down below. And up next, we're going to be jumping into the bright side. So you guys stay tuned. We'll be right back after this. All right, guys, and we are back. And up next, we got the bright side coming up with members only.
All right, bright side. What is the bright side of getting fired from your job? What is the bright side of getting fired from your job?
Because there's one lesson that you'll always learn. I either win or I learn, but I never lose. Every L you take in life is a lesson. And you can always there's always a positive and negative to any action that happens to you in life. I'll give you an example. You go to the gas station, you gotta fill your tank up. Now the negative is you probably down $40, $60. Positive is you can get from point A to point B now. What are you going to choose to look at? How can you make it benefit you? Are you going to choose to look at the positive or the negative? And I also believe God. I also believe God guides my footsteps. And you can't ask God to guide your footsteps if you're not willing to move your own feet. That's like praying for change with no action.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
Faith without works is dead.
I like
Yeah.
being fired. I'm gonna keep it a bean.
You like what?
I like being fired. Like low key.
Yeah.
Low key. There's certain places that, like, when I was working at Redacted Center here, I would travel all over the city delivering stuff to different places. But like I worked well there, but I hated the job. You know, it was paying well enough, and I felt like I didn't have enough of my goals saved up to where I felt comfortable quitting and then pursuing something else. So I was like, ooh, you know, I'm gonna go in here, I'm gonna start yelling at people, I'm gonna do the
You
job.
can't fire me. I quit.
Nah. I was like, you know, like they needed folks. So like I would come in, man, I would do the thing, and they were like, hey man, do you want a raise? And like I would tell my girl at the time, I was like, I'm trying to get fired, and they keep giving me a raise. I was trying to get fired and got 2 raises.
But not all money's good money.
Hey, so yeah. There's definitely a bright side to stop working certain places or for certain things, you know, because they should open a door for you working for yourself.
Hell yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say.
Or someone better, or with some other people better, you know.
Yeah, I consider it a partnership. Any job I work at, it's a partnership.
Yeah.
You feel me? Because at the end of the day, you need me just like I need your pay.
Hey.
You feel me? You need somebody to work, get the job done, because obviously you got the money to, you know, pay somebody to do it.
That's a hardcore way to look at it too, because it's like, hey, if you're replaceable that easily, you know, your job security ain't there. But if you need me the way that I need you to pay me, then yeah, we got some talking back and forth that we can do.
That's why they got a whole little criteria that they need you to meet in order to get the job done.
Yeah.
So now that you found it, you know, now I'm here. Okay, you're happy to pay me because like, you meet our criteria. Like we need you.
Exactly.
We need your kind up in here for sure, getting it done.
Yeah. How many roadblocks there are before you actually get a certain position definitely tells me about the quality of that job or about the worth of that job.
Yeah, and it's just like what you said earlier. That's how I look at it. As far as you got enough time, because you know, for you to be, if you was working for so long, you got unemployment.
Yeah.
You know, you sign up for unemployment and you take that time until another job come. I'm not gonna say just. It depends on where you are, where you're at in life. You know, I wouldn't just say give up on looking for a job. Definitely keep looking for a job, but take that time to focus on yourself. So that way, when you do get a job, you now have another direction that you can go into. Because, you know, when we're working, we slaving. So a lot of times we may not even have enough time to focus on ourselves or what we want to do outside of work or what we want to do to bring in the money for us. So, hey, once you lose your job, you take that, you know, look at the bright side of it, like, damn, I got more free time now. Granted, I got no choice but to look for another job, but I got more free time to focus on myself now. I can get some rest. I could, you know, sleep in, rejuvenate.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, hey, I done thought of a whole plan because I got so much free time thought of a whole plan for myself.
You're rested. You
Yeah,
re-up.
I'm doing
yourself.
something that I'm passionate about. You know,
I never gotten. I probably went out for unemployment maybe 4 times now. Never got it.
yeah.
Damn. When you said that, I was like, that's real.
Yeah, it's definitely real.
Like,
For sure.
Is he lying? They be giving y'all money?
Yeah.
I be calling.
I don't like Alabama unemployment though, but I
Hey.
done had Texas.
Hey, okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I had
that
when I
makes
was from
sense.
Texas.
All right, word.
I've
But
been
yeah.
my own boss since I was freaking 22, so I wouldn't know what it's like to get fired for a long time. So
But yeah, I would say pretty much kind of like the same thing along the lines that y'all was saying. Being fired is definitely a bright side to it because, like you said, you get that free time to really focus on yourself. When I actually got let go from my job for the first time, I was I went to Dallas. I was in Houston. I had got fired, and I was just like, you know what? I'm finna go pack a bag. I'm gonna go to Dallas. I had a friend that was out there, and I've never seen him before ever. Like we had met back in high school, and we've been like long distance friends for like years, and it just happened that she was only 3.5 hours away from me.
Crazy.
So it was just like
Hell
you got
yeah.
let go from your job. You got literally nothing to do.
Brand new opportunity.
Brand new opportunity.
Right then and there.
What you
Yeah.
gonna do? Man, I
Yeah.
hopped in my car and I left. I went right up there and I had a good time. I was like, you know what? That actually wasn't a bad idea.
At all.
Like that was perfect timing.
At all.
You gotta
When
take that chance, man.
for
Yeah.
every window of opportunity, there's a key to success. It's up
So-
to you to capitalize on it.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So sometimes certain things happen and we may not understand it, but it's definitely a reason why. And you just gotta try to find that bright side so you can already kind of feel why like it feels good for this to be happening right now.
Yeah, it's a bright side to every situation. Even when it looks bad,
Yeah.
it could be worse.
True. Like that's
You
like
think
prime
positive,
example.
you're gonna get positive. You think negative, you're gonna get negative.
Yeah.
And there's a positive to any negative that ever comes to light. Like
Yeah, yeah. And that's
Bright
gonna
side.
always overcome it.
Yeah. Definitely.
What you saying, bro?
I was gonna say that's like a prime example. My car was tripping on me, and so I feel like it was my starter. And the first thing I thought about was like, man, I'm finna have to put some money into the shop to go get my starter fixed. But then I was like, you know what? I was just at home. I was off for 2 days, Sunday and Monday. I was like, you know what? I just hopped on YouTube, did a whole bunch of research, and I was just like, wow, fixing a starter don't look that hard.
Shout out YouTube.
Man, I just went and bought a starter. I just
Bro, I
went
call it
up
the
under
same
that
thing.
myself. Now, don't get me wrong. It was raining. It started raining, everything. So, like, I was wet. On time, I'm in the mud. Like, it was dirty. But at the same time, I saved a lot of money, and I fixed it myself.
Bro.
You know what I mean? So, that was the bigger bright side towards that right there. Even though, like, I know people could be like, oh, I wouldn't do that in the rain. I wouldn't get wet, nothing like that. But, hey, I had a car. I was able to go to work the next day. I was able to still put 10 hours on my check to equal up to 40 hours for the end of the week. So it was a lot of bright sides in doing that right there.
You go from working to working. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Exactly. Working to working. You know what I mean? So just like that. So, hey, it's better than paying about $400 or $500 just to get something fixed that I could have fixed
Feel
myself.
me?
You know?
Sheesh.
So,
Yeah.
but yeah. So, anybody else got anything to add on that?
I'm good.
All right. And that was the bright side. So, remember, I want to read that question one more time.
Yeah, man. Bright side. What is the bright side of being fired from your job?
And leave all them comments in the comment section down below. And once again, that was another episode of the So South With It podcast. I appreciate each and every one of y'all for tuning in. I appreciate y'all for tuning in with Cameron and Mr. Crimson King. So you guys make sure y'all tune in each and every Friday on YouTube at South With It ENT. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And make sure you hit that bell so you can get a notification each time we go up.
This is the one and only Member Zone.
And this is your boy Breaking News. And this is So South With It podcast.
Podcast.